Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is my September training video, part of my road to the Valencia Marathon. At the end of the month, I've got the Cardiff Half Marathon, a B race to gauge my fitness and see exactly where I stand. I also want to give a special welcome to my coach Josh, who will be watching this to help review my training and shape the next block. This training block covered the 3 weeks after the Cardiff 10K, leading into that Cardiff Half taper. Let's look at how the plan compared to my actual runs on Strava, the good, the bad, and the lessons learned. Week 1, Cardiff 10K. The block opened with the Cardiff 10K, my first test of speed. I ran 6.25 miles in 41 minutes and 5 seconds, averaging 6:35 per mile. From the start, through 4.5 miles, I felt strong, but in the last mile and a half, the pace slipped. The humidity, poor sleep leading in, and that annoying cone turn all played a part. I gave it everything, but just missed breaking 41. Still, I held pace better than many in the conditions, and the strength training I've added is making my body feel more robust. It wasn't perfect, but it was a solid marker and a promising start to the block. Week 2, recovery into the 20 miler. Week 2 was about recovery, sharpening with a tempo session, and then testing endurance with the first 20 miler. On Wednesday, I tackled the hill session, 4.5 miles, but only managed half the pyramid. A sensible step back as I built rhythm. Friday's tempo session went well, 6 miles total, with 3 by 1.5 mile efforts and half-mile recoveries. The structure worked well, and I hit a good session. Saturday was 4 miles easy, just ticking over before Sunday. Then Sunday delivered the big one, 20 miles in 3 hours and 13 minutes at an easy and comfortable effort. That was the confident boost I needed. Week 2 showed real momentum, a quality tempo and a strong 20 miler anchored the block. Week 3, sharpening, fatigue and family balance. Tuesday, I split the easy miles into 2 short runs, totaling 4.5 miles. On Wednesday, I battled through 6.25 miles of intervals on a rain-soaked track. The effort was there, but the weather held me back. Thursday, I managed just under 5 miles easy, legs ticking over well. Friday was much better. I hit a 10-mile progression run, starting steady and working down towards half-marathon effort, then finished with short, fast intervals. This was one of the stronger workouts of the block, and it gave me confidence that the speed is coming through. The weekend was different. Saturday, I chose family first, joining my brother-in-law for a long mountain walk. We covered 6 miles with a big climb, plus a couple of short jogs. It wasn't a plan, but family time is more important than training. And while it did leave my legs heavy, I know that kind of strength and climbing work will help me in the long run. By Sunday, the fatigue caught up. The plan was 60 miles with a tempo block. In reality, I logged 5 miles before calling it a day. Week 3 showed me 2 things. First, family always comes first. And second, sequencing matters. Mixing a mountain hike with a key long run just doesn't work. But that walk did bring strength benefits, even if it cost me the long run that week. Week 4, sharpening before taper. Week 4 was the final sharpening week before taper. Started shaky, but turned into one of the strongest weeks of the block. On Monday, I tried to salvage a long run, but my legs just weren't interested. Tuesday, I doubled up in the evening with 2 short runs, keeping things light for the next day. Wednesday was a lunch break workout, 7 miles in all, with 3 miles at half marathon tempo, followed by intervals. I had to cut the intervals a little, but it was a solid session. Thursday, I logged 6 miles easy on the treadmill, then moved straight into a strength session. a good mix of aerobic and conditioning. Friday was a fartlek session, 8 miles of 2 sets of 8, 6, and 4 minutes. My legs were heavy between the efforts, and I felt recovery between the hard sessions was tough, but I pushed through and got it done. Saturday, I kept it relaxed with 4 miles on the treadmill, just ticking over to be ready for Sunday. And Sunday delivered 30 miles running alongside my friend Tim Fry. The pace was comfortable, the heart rate was low, and it was a great way to finish the block on a positive note. In total, I ran 45 miles for the week. By the end of the week, I banked tempo, fartlek strength, and a strong long run. What began with fatigue turned into some of the best training of the block. Closing reflections. Looking back over the 4 weeks, the lessons are clear. Recovery is critical, especially after long runs and hard sessions. Consistency matters more than perfection. Long runs need to be protected, sharpening sessions need to be prioritized, and recovering days need to be honored. Nutrition and sleep to assist recovery are very important. The positives are big. A well-executed 41-minute 10K, a smooth 20-miler, and a strong 30-mile run to close the block. The base is there. Now it's about consistent execution heading into the Cardiff Half and building momentum all the way to Valencia.